The first generation builds it. The second spends it. The third buries it. What they never tell you is how the first generation truly builds. Not by collecting the right people, by removing them. The inner circle isn't a family, it's a board of directors. And boards get restructured. This isn't a morality tale, it's a structural analysis. The cold mechanics of why extreme growth forces a founder to choose execution over loyalty, every single time. The road to 10 figures is paved with strategic goodbyes. From the outside, that looks like betrayal. From the inside, it has a different name: ruthless prioritization. There are 3 phases, 3 decisions. We call them the 3 liquidations. Liquidation 1, the mentor. Every founder has one. The figure who hands you the map, who lends you their credibility before you've earned your own. You absorb everything: the playbook, the network, the mindset. You reverse engineer their success until it becomes your instinct. And then, quietly, you outgrow them. The playbook stops expanding. Their wisdom starts sounding like a ceiling. Moderation when all you want is velocity. The mentor doesn't become an enemy, they become a constraint. Their presence keeps the founder perpetually positioned as the apprentice. The success feels borrowed, the authority shared. For a founder obsessed with legacy, that's an existential problem. You cannot write a new story on someone else's map. Psychologists call it killing the father. Not malice, sovereignty. The mentor's framework built the foundation. But you can't raise a skyscraper on blueprints designed for a single-family home. The liquidation isn't a betrayal, it's a declaration. The apprentice is now the architect. New rules will be written, new territory will be claimed. Liquidation 2. The co-founder. The mentor is chapter 1. The co-founder is the heart of the story. This is the one who was there when the idea was just a shared delusion, the bond forged in scarcity, the mutual belief when no one else had it, the most intimate relationship in business, and the most dangerous one to carry too far. Case file: Zuckerberg/Saverin, Facebook, 2004. Saverin puts in the seed capital, locks in 30% equity. Harvard classmates, co-founders. The origin story is clean. Then Facebook explodes. Zuckerberg relocates to Palo Alto, absorbs Silicon Valley's singular doctrine, growth at all costs. Saverin stays East Coast, focused on revenue models, conventional business logic, early monetization. It isn't geographical distance, it's philosophical rupture. From Zuckerberg's vantage point, his co-founder has become a structural impediment, a hand on the brake of a vehicle trying to hit escape velocity. A new company is formed, shares are issued, Saverin's stake is diluted into nothing, litigation follows, settlement reached. But the mission is accomplished. Control consolidated, path to dominance cleared. Case file: Jobs/Wozniak, Apple, 1981. Wozniak builds machines, Jobs builds empires. 2 different operating systems in 2 different bodies, briefly running on the same hardware. Wozniak is content as an engineer. Jobs is not content as anything, except winning. After a plane crash in 1981, Wozniak steps back. Technically an employee for years, operationally invisible. The partnership served the creation phase. The next phase required a different kind of general. Here is the cold calculus. The history doesn't matter. The friendship doesn't matter. The shared sacrifice, the late nights, the early losses, none of it factors into the equation. When visions diverge at velocity, only one can hold the wheel. The empire doesn't pause for sentimentality. It never has. Liquidation 3. The friend. The family member. This is the final cut and the deepest. The mentor is professional distance. The co-founder is strategic divergence. But this is removing someone who loves you. Someone who has always been there. Someone who has become a liability. At the top, The line between personal and professional doesn't blur. It disappears entirely. A billionaire's name is not just a name, it's a masthead, a brand. The foundation of a financial empire worth protecting at any cost. A problematic associate, a friend who can't hold it together, a family member who talks to the wrong people, isn't a personal issue. It's a systemic risk. It spooks investors. It destabilizes the brand. It creates exposure the legal team didn't budget for. Their mistakes don't stay theirs. They migrate up the hierarchy. Picture the scenario. A founder hands their oldest friend a senior role. It works, until it doesn't. The IPO approaches. The friend's incompetence is now a headline waiting to happen. Reckless decisions, failed management, a lawsuit in slow motion. The founder faces the choice: loyalty to the person who was there from the start, or duty to the thousands of employees and shareholders whose futures are now structurally dependent on this company's execution. For an operator running on empire logic, that isn't a choice. It never was. The severance will be generous. The public statement will be gracious. The separation will be absolute. Research suggests what the ultra-wealthy already know. As status compounds, a certain class of empathy recalibrates. Not cruelty, recalibration. Social bonds shift from survival function to strategic function. When your personal brand is your most valuable asset, anyone who erodes it is a threat to your legacy. The liquidation of a friend, of blood, is the final proof that when the empire demands it, no one is untouchable. The price of the crown. At the highest level, optimization is total. Code, supply chains, market positioning, and people. The inner circle of a billionaire is not a support system. It is a strategic council. Every seat serves a purpose aligned with the current phase of growth. When the purpose expires, the seat is vacated. The mentor who hands you the spark. The co-founder who shares the trench. The friend who offers unconditional loyalty. All are assets. All have a season. What looks like cold-blooded betrayal from the outside is from the inside a structural decision. The logic of choosing the future over the past. Execution over comfort. The next stage of growth over every previous stage of relationship. It is not personal. It is strictly, precisely, architecturally, business. Not everyone can make these decisions. Not everyone should. But for those who reach the very top, the ability to make them is often the precise reason they're there. The crown is heavy, because it isn't forged from success alone. It's forged from sacrifice. So the final question isn't for them, it's for you. What would you be willing to sacrifice?